Well, did you try this? You see, because if that ringtone didn't wake up mine, then she must really be deep in that shadow realm. And I'd like to apologize for giving all you people with an iPhone a heart attack. Sorry about that, go back to sleep.
Why?
She can't hear you.
He was just saying her name, Taya. Jeez, you really wouldn't want Taya next to you and a loved one on their deathbed. You'd just be deep in grief and just saying their name, and Taya comes in like, she can't hear you, duh.
This tournament's gotten way out of hand. You know why?
Because there's a mind-warping psycho on board?
Doogie Boy here took the words right out of my mouth.
Why don't you all go to the next duel and I'll stay here and keep an eye on mine?
Hold on.
Look, I get Joey is protective of his little sister, a very admirable quality, and I know there's evil f***ery happening all over this blimp, but she's basically babysitting a dead body, essentially. If anything, she's safer here than up there.
You guys are all so strong, and the way you support each other and support me is amazing.
Wow, I think this might be the most Serenity has ever spoken.
Well, alright. Nicely said.
And of course, it should come as no surprise that Duke and Tristan are the first to applaud for this once-in-a-lifetime Serenity speech.
My Egyptian god card will crush this 8th duelist, whoever it is. I'm Seto Kaiba and have Obelisk the Tormentor, and I will defeat this 8th duelist and reclaim my title as the best duelist in the world because I host my own tournaments and join my own tournaments because I am a boy. Merrick should just be an absolute asshat and stand over there with the protagonist and his friends. They already know he's evil and can kill them, so what are they gonna do? Tell him to leave?
Seto, come in. It's me.
Mokuba.
This jacket lapel mic. It's not really effective, is it? It's not like he has an earbud for him to hear Mokuba, so if Kaiba wants information to be private, he's out of luck if someone is standing next to him. Mokuba, the reason it's called a headset is because it's strapped to your head. You don't have to hold on to it with your left hand like this. If anything, you're limiting yourself because now you're just typing with one hand, and your brother would kill you if he knew you were being inefficient right now.
We should be able to decipher its meaning and find out all the secrets of this card in no time.
Yeah, translate the card in no time, proceeds to take 2 whole episodes to not translate the card.
Kaiba. Yugi. Kaiba. Yugi.
Kaiba!
Yugi.
Kaiba! Yugi! This is literally the way they speak to each other all the time. Apparently this is how Kaiba likes to stand when down-talking somebody.
Let me guess. You want to request an emergency landing to get your friend to a hospital. You can forget it. My tournament stops for no one.
But Kaiba, I was just going to say good luck.
It seems this duel will take place. Seto Kaiba will face... he will face...
You didn't even know the person's name, Roland? Then why did you try to announce the name before she even came up the elevator?
You've got some nerve showing up late to duel me. Who are you?
Kaiba was so pissed that when he yelled, "Who are you?" it whipped up gale force winds.
She's the woman that you and I met at the Egyptian exhibit.
You're right.
Flashback.
I've come here to save my brother.
Brother?
Oh boy, one-ish thought was bad enough.
Oh, he's gonna panic once he finds out there's actually 3 on this blimp counting Odeon. Joey's standing there with this blank expression while everybody is looking concerned is rich. Homie forgot the world was at stake for a second.
What have you done to me?
He's performed the ultimate punishment on you, Merrick, locking you inside the glass triangle. Sister, save me! No begging for help. To the timeout triangle you go. No! What, did they get the midget cameraman out for this shot? Why is it so low? We can literally see up Kaiba's nose.
And I don't appreciate you using my tournament to solve your personal family issues.
I'm sure this is word for word what Pegasus said to Kaiba back in the Duelist Kingdom arc.
Have you forgotten that it was my idea for you to organize the Battle City tournament?
Bold of Ishizu to assume Kaiba credits his sources. Damn kid is probably as bad as I was back in high school ELA class. Okay, what the f*** is this pointy stuff on the sides of Kaiba's jacket? He will stab you if he so much as stands in the same line as you. Okay, I guess Kaiba went emo.
The Mighty Force Raider!
Kaiba played the Mighty Force Raider on the field so hard he broke his arm in several places.
This sounds just like that trick Esperoba played on me.
And the trick that Weevil played on you. And the trick that Mai played on you. And even Yugi was like, "Your time wizard actually helped me since my dark magician's now old and can use stronger magic." Hell, by my count, the only person that wasn't doing some shenanigans was Mako, and that's because even he was like, "Because we're dueling in a swimming pool, my monsters can't be attacked." Joey is always fighting cheaters.
Michizuri of Doom.
Oh no! That card allows her to select 2 cards from my hand and discard them!
I get this is a strong effect that messes up Kaiba's hand, but what is this expression? Imagine if everyone reacted like this. Haha, You're so not ready for this, Duelist. I draw. Perfect. I'm going to activate my Michizuri of Doom spell card. Now, what this spell card does is that it allows me to take 2... Are you okay? Oh, no, I'm fine, I'm fine. It's just... That card really just messes my strategy up, you know? Okay, because I was scared for you because it looked like you were going to have, like, a stroke or start throwing a fit or something. So, I'll discard that card and that card.
I choose Polymerization and Kaiser Glider.
She couldn't possibly have known I had those 2 cards in my hand. Unless, of course, she's cheating.
Well, technically she is? I'm pretty sure that seeing the future has to fall into some sort of guideline against no peeking at your opponent's hand rule.
Time for you to discard Revival Magic and Monster Reborn!
I guess the Millennium Necklace didn't say, set Monster Reborn first so your opponent doesn't make you discard it, you idiot, because Monster Reborn is a good card and Kaiba's making you send it to the grave 1,000,000%.
She may have defeated me when I was a weak child.
Well, at least this 5,000-year-old Tombkeeper family has the card game that runs this universe, but what happens when they need new cards? Like, what if the new Gravekeeper or Ishizu support comes out? Are they allowed to leave and go buy it?
I know my brother's kind and gentle spirit is in there somewhere.
Kind and gentle? Is kidnapping people and threatening to drop crates on top of people kind and gentle in Egypt? Because Yami Merrick wasn't in control then.
And I will set him free. I promise.
You know, usually I take off a sin for the big brother-little sister dynamic that Joey and Serenity have because I myself am a big brother with a little sister, but I think it's just as sweet when the role is reversed and the big sister is stepping up to save the little brother. Kaiba's bangs go from being in the right in this shot, then are going left in this shot, then go back to right in this shot, and then back to the left in this shot.
And it shows me that Kaiba will attempt to win this duel using the Egyptian god card I gave to him.
Well, I'm pretty sure a lot of us don't need a Millennium Necklace to understand that Kaiba's boner for Obelisk cannot be quelled. Of course he's gonna go for Obelisk.
What's the holdup?
Patience, Kaiba.
I used up my patience waiting for you to show up tonight.
Jeez, women would hate to have Seto Kaiba as a boyfriend. If she so much as kept him waiting more than a couple of seconds, apparently that's all his patience used. Why were you taking so long in the bathroom?
Well, I was putting makeup on, my dear.
Out of my sight, woman. I knew I shouldn't have stood up Blue Eyes for this.
The less I have to hear about your insane brother, the better!
But she didn't even say that stuff out loud. All that stuff about saving Merrick and defeating you was in her mind. This is why I say that Merrick must be saying this crap out loud too. Either that or the Ishtars just think very loud.
I don't blame Seto Kaiba for his frustration. I too am growing tired of Ishizu's speech.
Again, the only thing she really said was patience, Kaiba. Everything else was inner thoughts. But granted, after Kaiba ended his turn, Ishizu would just look to be frozen, just standing there thinking like this.
What's the holdup? Watch as my crush card destroys both monsters on the field, as well as every powerful monster in your entire deck.
Damn, back when monsters being in your graveyard was a bad thing. Imagine Kaiba pulling this move against a Horus Phantom Knight deck or something like that. He'd be like, ha 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 ha, now your powerful monsters are in the graveyard and rendered useless. Then he'd probably be going into a whole inner monologue, all for the Horus player to laugh even harder, and then proceed to spam everything, literally everything from their grave.
If I were Ishizu, I'd trade in that Millennium Necklace for a crystal ball or something. Joey's right. If she can see the future, why didn't she see that coming?
Well, she can see the future. If the future so happens to be bad, it doesn't just negate the fact that she can still see it. The future isn't always bright or definite, and that second part will be important later. What the... Funny how Kaiba somehow managed to make the opposing duelist cards smoke when they get destroyed by Crush Card Virus.
Virus Cannon! She may have prevented my monster from attacking, but I can still play this magic card.
Did Kaiba just call this trap card a magic card? Yeah, I know best duelist in the world gonna be this blind.
I summon Dark Gremlin!
You know, I don't know what's a greater sin, me not realizing this until now, or the fact that, literally aside from the three Blue Eyes, the Lord of Dragons, and Obelisk, Kaiba's deck is just a pile of random monsters.
So I shall pass.
How sad. You stopped me from attacking you for 3 turns. Yet you still can't destroy me.
Kaiba thinks that just because Ishizu hasn't summoned a monster yet, that she's just out. Oh man, the shock that Kaiba would have a Duel Links FTK deck that doesn't summon a single thing and just kills you anyway. Last thing Kaiba would say before getting hit for 8,000 damage would be, "Ha, what a foolish strategy. Giving me a monster that has more attack points than Obelisk the Tormentor?
I should thank you, Yugi. Your foolish blunder will no doubt lead me to my victory.
Duel Monsters is about skill and power, not fairy dust and fate!
How poetic. He's got such a way with words. He's a regular William Shakespeare.
Apparently Shakespeare exists in this world. To duel or not to duel? That is the question.
It's time for me to destroy Ishizu with the very card she gave to me!
I mean, he's gonna draw Obelisk, but what is sinful is that he always knows when he will. It's not even like it's the blue one released with the Legendary Collection either, so you can't even tell what the card is that way. Kaiba's Obelisk for Obelisk knows no bounds!
Pegasus created 3 all-powerful cards that were never released to the public.
Oh yeah, 3 all-powerful cards, with this one that literally can be so weak it's not even funny, this one that allows you to be within range of being killed by sparks, and this one that... well, I guess he's alright, but the user has the charm of a Discord mod.
For the end is here!
Evil laughter and the end is near cliche. Teia's long hand.
My face-down card will finish you off! Virus Cannon! Wipe out 10 magic cards in her deck!
It's funny how Kaiba says Ishizu's the cheater. Okay, yeah, just destroy 10 spell cards from the deck for no cost at all. Damn the tribute cost. I'm Seto Kaiba and I'm just a cheater. But I use tech, so that's fair.
First, my crush card destroyed all your high-powered monsters. Then my cannon did the same thing to your magic cards.
Jeez, at this rate, Kaiba's gonna pull another card out of his dirty arse that dumps all of Ishizu's traps from the deck. My man is playing the mother of all deck-out decks. Deck-out decks? Cameraman needs to zoom the out!
My trap replaces the cards in each of our decks with those in our graveyards.
But that leaves me with a deck of only 6 cards!
Ishizu Uno reverse card.
Oh no, Seto's in trouble. Don't worry, I'm coming.
And what exactly are you gonna do to help him?
Big brother, I'm here for you, and you need to know! Mokuba, what is it? I didn't translate the card yet! Oh, well, thanks for absolutely nothing, Mokuba.
Yugi's face.
There's no way he could turn this around with just 6 cards.
He still has that Egyptian god card in his hand, doesn't he?
Kaiba's poker face is so bad, even Teiya in the audience knew he drew Obelisk.
I love seeing Kaiba squirm like this.
Joey's schadenfreude of Seto Kaiba is well earned. That motherfucker up there tormented our main man Joey since episode 1. Look at Kaiba's hand. I think his retarded rule of dueling in the death zone is finally getting to him.
You have chosen Virus Cannon, correct? I'll take your silence as a yes.
I will not listen to any more of this nonsense! Activate Virus Cannon!
Okay, it seems that Kaiba is so pissed that he forgot you have to set the trap before triggering it.
Oh no!
Oh yes.
Oh no, oh yes cliche.
You're in over your head!
Yugi says what we all needed to hear when asking a girl out.
Zorgon, attack his dark gremlin with Cape of Destruction.
Yeah, kill this thing not with some Egyptian incantation or even stab it with those shoulder pads you got there. Blow wind at it. I swear, this is like the 3rd time that the Blue Eyes White Dragon in Kaiba's hand turns into whatever this card is. Who the hell draws their cards like this?
One more direct attack and Kaiba's history.
Play a monster! She needs to have 3 on the field for my plan to work!
I summon the monster, Agito.
Open face-down card, Soul Exchange!
And it seems the Millennium Necklace that allows you to see the future also suffers from severe tunnel vision because you can just directo attack him and just win because his field is empty and you know he has no face downs or anything. How many sins did I give mine for doing this exact thing last episode? Got 1,000 sins! Yeah, 3 sins here for the 3 monsters Kaiba sacrificed here because he can only sacrifice 1.
Win a duel takes skill and an extremely powerful deck!
Well, if you're playing Duel Links Kaiba, it's really just the first one that counts. Guess maybe that's why skills are running rampant right now. It's not Konami saying they want money, it's really Kaiba saying, it's the skills that win duels, damn it!
When I secretly played the trap card Sacrifice's Blast, I infused my own monster with a self-destructing trap. One that now lives within your Egyptian god monster.
Yeah, this is all Egyptian camel crap, because that card is Blast held by a tribute, and it activates when any tribute summon monster attacks. So Blue Eyes would still be toast.
Yugi, can Ishizu be right about Kaiba losing even though he has an Egyptian god card on the field? Yugi.
Quiet, woman, I am scowling and thinking. Mostly scowling, though.
The moment it begins to attack, my trap card will be triggered, destroying Obelisk and Kaiba.
What is it with the Ishtar family and explosives?
Obelisk, attack!
What's this? My Millennium Rod!
This is crazy. I've never felt anything like this before. Why are these visions flashing before my eyes?
Well, it's probably because you're seeing the light or your life flash before your eyes because you are dead, Kaiba boy! Because you can't just stop your attack after you declare it!
Someone else is controlling my Millennium Rod!
This feeling is too strong to ignore.
Okay, Kaiba was the original holder of the Millennium Rod, but it's dumb that it took the memory this long to present itself. For some reason, Soul Exchange is back in Kaiba's hand. This cheating bastard probably said, just gonna move this back to my hand in case I need it again. Also, I see Kaiba has Ring of Destruction. I wonder what would have happened if he said, f it, I'm losing anyway, and just played that and we get a double KO in this tournament. Would they redo the duel, or would Ishizu and Kaiba both be knocked out of this tournament? Would they take each other's rare cards as prizes? So many questions!
Before I can summon my Blue Eyes White Dragon, I must sacrifice 2 monsters. First, this.
Oh no!
That's right, it's my Egyptian God card!
I'm gonna go ahead and add a sin here because the dub is lacking the legendary, that's right, I'll sacrifice God line that Kaiba says in the Japanese. Merrick's pants. I can't quite put my finger on it, but something looks off. Are they too high? Yeah, he's Steve Urkeling it up right now. Stop looking at me like that!
Future! Have a kid! Real Boo as a child! Reaches his perfect form! Trying to drugs become a guy! Hottest and strongest in the universe, but still doesn't do crap!
Okay, where is this Blimp even going? I understand that he's hosting his tournament on this Blimp because if you can duel at 1,000 miles above the ground, it means you're a good duelist. So I understand why it's in a Blimp, but is this plan to just fly this thing around New Domino City forever? Because this is old school Yu-Gi-Oh! Where the games are literally normal summon, set, and pass. And Odeon? He's literally planning to play this game all night with his trap deck, so what's gonna happen then, Kaiba? Like, what if you run out of gas? Or steam, or hydrogen, whatever these things run on. Previously on Grey's Anatomy. Wait, is the show named after the doctor? Can we get a reference check? Is Grey's Anatomy named after the doctor's name, or is it his hair color?
The name of Grey's Anatomy is named with the doctor, you moron!
Oh, well, I'm still gonna leave it.
So far, Odeon's heart rate is steady.
Props to Odeon for having a steady heart rate after getting electrocuted by a lightning strike from a very angry Raw. But I'm not gonna let that stage one hypothetical. Yeah, I see that doctor. Lay off the salty foods.
His tests were fine, but I'm afraid all the mental stress he's gone through has left him unconscious.
It makes no sense to say that this man in bed here has got mental stress. It's like, no, he got electrocuted. Did you not see it? Did you not hear it? Did you not feel it? This is not because